What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on No Man's Sky. When we left off in the last episode, we kind of reached the end of the Atlas path, sort of, in that we were offered that if I had 10 Atlas stones to, like, make a new star or something, or a new galaxy or something crazy. I didn't actually have that, unfortunately, so we really didn't get to do that. Though I've been told that that wasn't super duper crazy important, so I'm hoping that that's accurate. The other thing is I'm not entirely sure where we're at this point. Two reasons. One, that was kind of a big thing for me, was the Atlas path in the overall story arc. But two is that I made a backup save, so this is the actual process I did. I made a backup save before I went and met with the last Atlas area, right? Then I talked to them as we saw in the last episode and blah 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 blah. But by the way, I'm going to talk through a loading screen real quick, save myself some time. Well, I was going to, but apparently they don't have my station. Why they give me 4 options and they remove my local station as, like, the first one? Like, that's the first to go? I will never know. So maybe we won't do that right away. But I do have some things that we need to do. For one, being explore the planet a little bit more. But, so, I talked to the last Atlas thing. It was like, yes, you can make a new star if you want to. I was like, I don't have enough stones. It was like, okay, well, here's how you find black holes. I mean, it's close. So, then, what basically ended up transpiring was I thought to myself, well, I have that backup save. Now that I know, let's just revert the backup save. That's where things started kind of breaking down. So, essentially, what transpired was I went in and tried to revert my save on my console to the one that I stored on my thumb drive. And then when I went to load the game, it said the file was corrupted. Do you want to use the last stored thing from the cloud? And I'm like, ooh, I guess. Okay, we'll do that. So I did that. And then when I loaded it up, when I went to select survival or whatever the main game mode is that we're in, it said no save data found. And I immediately kind of freaked out a little bit inside and was like, oh, what? Hold on. No. Negative, Ghost Rider. So then I went and backed it up from the cloud manually. Like, went into the PlayStation Plus thing and was like, you know, use this save kind of thing. Then it loaded up fine, but it loaded me back at my base here on Sleepless Alpha Prime. Not back at the last point with the Atlas. So I still had 3 Atlas stones and 2 warp cells in my possession, so I don't really know what is going on with all that. I'm assuming it's saved from where we left off last, but I really honestly don't know at this point. It could have, it could not have. It obviously went far enough that we have the 3 Atlas stones and the warp cells that we got from interacting with the different interfaces. But the weird part that trips me out is that I was back at my base. That's the part that confuses me, because when I logged out in that system. Like, I never left. So that's the part that was kind of like, eh? You know, it was like, wait, say what? And in case anyone was wondering, I'm looking for Iridium and Chrysanite, because apparently I miscounted and I needed 200 Iridium, not 100. So I need that, and then... Oh wait, I have enough Chrysanite, don't I? Yeah, I don't need Chrysanite, I need Iridium now. Yeah, okay. So I need Iridium. Got it. And since it says, I think it said it anyway, that we have some on our planet here. Ooh, we got some cool landscapes here, actually. But since it says we have them on our vicinity, I figured now would be a pretty decent time... What's all that blue? To actually kind of investigate the planet a little bit, while also looking for the resources that we need. Granted, iridium's so common I could probably go and get it from, like, the station or whatever, and I do have a bunch of junk in my inventory that I want to sell. Ooh, what is all this? Armadium? Eh? Oh, right. Forgot. We're gonna throw these in the ship as well. Don't think that does anything. There's some more platinum over there. I might as well grab that. I mean, realistically, what is this up here? Oh, that's probably chrysogen. Because I think that's what... I wish I could find iridium and chrysonite as much as I find platinum. I find platinum everywhere. Like, it says it's supposed to be a rare resource. I'm not buying it. I find platinum, like, everywhere I go. We also want to keep an eye... Can I, break this, mayhaps? Ooh, we can. Oh! Hi. I missed. Please die. Is there another one? I'll see another one. Alright, cool. I haven't really found a use for or whatever this is. Armadium. Adamantium. I don't know. What is this? Armadium. Or Armadium. Whatever. Tomato, potato. You know. You know, that is actually a funny phrase to me, because we say it all the time, you know, tomato, potato, whatever. I don't actually think I've ever met anyone that actually says potato or tomato. I mean, it's not, like, wrong or anything, it's just, we use it as a phrase as if it's like, you know, you can say it either way, everybody says it, and I'm like, I don't really know that I've ever heard anyone say that, now that I think about it. Okay. So, yeah, the other thing I wanted to discuss is, quite frankly, being completely candid at this point. Did I get a little question mark thing? No, I don't think so. Being completely candid is getting to the end of the Atlas path has kind of made me take a step back and reassess. I wouldn't say, like, you know, oh, it's really made me think twice. No, I'm not really that worried about it. This might be iridium, mayhaps. But it has made me assess how the longevity of this Let's Play, this series of No Man's Sky. Yeah. Oh, it's aluminum. I mean, that's actually good, but still, it's not what I need right now. Dagnabbit. How much do I get out of this, anyway? New feedstock in ship inventory. Well, why not? All these non-stackable things. Alright, that should be fine. I feel like there was some recipe that I did actually need, like, a bajillion aluminum for. I'm not really 100% positive what it was, but I feel like there was something that eventually I was going to need, like, a crap ton of aluminum. Wait a minute. I feel like I hear footsteps. I'm also trying to keep an eye out for the remaining animals and stuff that I need for the record on this planet, because we actually do need to get our, ooh, more of them. Sweet. We actually do need to get our zoologist rank or whatever up. So I'm kind of trying to keep an eye out for all of that as well. I feel like those little white dots are indicating like there's something there, but we're not really sure if you found it before or not. Yeah, sorry, I know I'm not really keeping all of my thoughts very coherent, am I? You know what? I don't think I've ever turned this thing on. Probably would be useful, but I don't think I've ever done it. So yeah, it was just one of those where, like, you know, if we're no longer looking for the center, or if we're no longer following the Atlas path, you know, like, little at a time you start losing things to do. I mean, that's just the long and the short of it. You can sugarcoat it however you want, and there's some people that, you know, can play this kind of game or something like Minecraft or No Man's Sky or whatever for a long time. Now, I will say, that said, playing and making videos is kind of two different beasts. As far as you could play as a trader type person, shipping goods and all this kind of stuff for a long time. A long time, because there's a lot of really expensive ships and stuff in No Man's Sky. Come on, land. Seriously? Land already. Tell me not any... You've landed on plants and all other kinds of crap, but you can't land on a hill. Thank you. Good grief. Picky ship. Ow! What the... Really? What are you? Have I scanned him before? I have. I mean, T-Rex bull-looking thing? Okay. Whatever. You, sir, are just not allowed to stay there. This actually looks like a transmission tower. We might get another ship. That would be cool. Oh, 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 oh! Be gone. Chris and I... Oh, advanced mining laser. I don't have that. What do I need for that anyway? I thought I did have that. How the phone? I really thought I had that already. Whoops. Alright, mining. What is... Seriously? Why? Just... Why? Whatever you are. Thing that I probably should have scanned first and hope I already did. Alright. I keep forgetting, though, I'm really actually after Iridium. I don't actually need Chrysanite anymore. Though, if I could, I really should grab it anyway. But these transmission towers are usually good ways to find ships, so we may actually get a ship upgrade. Mayhaps? Dagnabbit. Stupid inventory. Just go away. Yeah, sure, whatever. Geknip. Wait a minute, was that what I needed for the Geknip plant, or was it something else that was holding me back on that? Okay. Here nor there. Is there anything else? Or is it just this waypoint? Let's see what it finds. How cool would it be if there was like a ship in that like pond area over there? Advanced life form. Oh, an outpost. That could be useful. Maybe I can buy some Iridium. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of something that I was debating on at this point. Is essentially how much longer we're going to run this series, or if it's possible that it's reached its kind of... I don't know. I mean, we're not really at a conclusion in terms of... like, we didn't really technically kind of finish the game as far as go to the center of the galaxy and all that kind of stuff. But I started to say, you know, you can spend a lot of time as a trader type thing, but for a video creator, it's very, very dull. So, in one sense, there may still be a lot to do, but how how much can you make videos on, basically. And that's why I transitioned over more to like base building and stuff, because that was a bit more like the Space Engineers survival kind of things that I usually end up playing anyway. So it kind of killed two birds with one stone. But the fact is, it still does have limitations. I mean, we ran into them not long ago, where you have the perimeter thing, and if you go outside of that, then whatever you build just goes away, kind of thing. So, you know, there's that too, as far as even though that there is still building and stuff to be done, it still has its limitations and things, so I'm not really sure how much longer that can hold us up, essentially, like how long that can keep the series running, essentially. So that was kind of a how do I put this? Essentially, to me anyway, I don't know how you guys saw it, but for me, base building was kind of a means to an end, a way to do something while off camera grinding towards other things, like getting to the center of the galaxy, completing the Atlas path, kind of stuff like that, or upgrading something to do the next thing, you know, finding... Oh, that's just a door. Stuff like that, essentially. And so, with the Atlas path, essentially, I mean, I don't know if it's technically completed or not, but it's basically completed. At least, we'll call it one kind of ending, anyway. So with that in mind, it's kind of made me wonder how long the series can keep going. Blueprint corrupt. The life form is poring over complex starship schematics and holding its breath, but the holographic blueprints look corrupted. Damaged in flight, perhaps the forlorn trader... Oh, perhaps. The forlorn trader, its face smudged by atmospheric dust that somehow breached its ship, looks up to me for help. Show deflector shield... Oh boy. I don't know what blueprint was corrupt. Show deflector shield, show phase beam, show pulse engine. Let's go with shield. Maybe it'll upgrade my shields. The overjoyed trader gabbles its thanks. Beam impact. Did I know this already? I don't think I knew it already. Beam impact sigma. Maybe, maybe not. I really don't know. Oh, what do we have here? Theory of Duskus core. 22 slots for almost 1 million? Yeesh. So it's a B rank, so the damage in the scanner is higher, but it's kind of the same. Interesting. Interesting. Let's do some trading here. Actually, let's see if they have any iridium. Because that would just be useful. They do! It's only 30 units, but... I mean, why not? Sure. Nope. Nope. There we go.
Item received.
No chrysanite, so let's sell some stuff. Those don't really sell for a lot. I'm just gonna start selling pugnium, because I got a crap load of it from killing the, Oh, Magmox. That sells for a good amount. That's 30,000 a piece. I don't know if I need it for anything, though. Let's sell the iridium. Wait, that probably would not be a good idea. Oh, Starship. That's where all the good stuff is. I was like, where's all my lubricant and everything like that? There we go. That's better. We'll hold on to the electron vapor, actually. I don't think that my keen dagger I need. I'm gonna hold on to the Gek Nip and the Gek Charm, because I'm really not sure if I need that for anything. Let's keep those, actually. Don't really need to sell that, don't really need to sell that. Okay, so we should be good. I'm wondering about this multi-tool, just because it's a better ranking thing. I'm kind of thinking I'm just gonna dismantle some of this stuff. Sounds like the best idea to me. Wait, can I dismantle this? No. Alright, so let's go through and clear this out. But so yeah, that's something that I could use everybody's feedback on, actually, is do you guys want to see more of the series and stuff like that? Because, I mean, I can usually figure out things to do if everybody at least wants to see more. If everybody's bored with it and was ready for something new in a different series or something like that, then that changes things as far as, you know, then I might not try and hold on to it if we wanted to go to more like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other things that I have in my list of things to make a series on. Like, I could do Osiris New Dawn, stuff like that. There had been talks about maybe doing Medieval Engineers, but I ended up doing Starbound, which I'm actually happy about because everyone seems to enjoy that. Hey, we do have enough iridium now. That's funny, actually. So we can head back, because I can build my exo place now. Don't you dare. No. Just... game? Don't screw with me right now. Don't you do it. Really? Really? Are you kidding me? Oh, jeez. I just got rid of all my upgrades for everything to get a new multi-tool. I bought some iridium. Oy vey. Alright, let's throw this in the ship. Is this iridium all the way through? I guess it is. Normally it won't let you break it if it's not. Yeah, looks like it is. Ooh, these storms are nasty with their thermal energy. Alright, that should be more than enough. I'm just kind of ticked at this point. Fine, overheated anyway. It's kind of funny when you're freezing and your weapon's overheating. It's like, just hold on to... just hug your multi-tool or something. Rather than freeze to death. If I were my base... where would I be? Ah, there you are. So yeah, that's kind of something I've been thinking about. Anyways, since the somewhat haphazard completion of the Atlas path, I'm not really sure how complete it actually ended up being. But since we technically completed it, it's kind of made me wonder. So that's something that I'm very open to everybody's feedback on. If you have ideas of like, it's been kind of fun, but I'm kind of over it and stuff like that. And let's take that a step further. If that's the case, and you decide, you know, you want to comment or message or something like that, and going, hey, I think it's kind of run its course. Let's do something different. Feel free to drop what you're thinking as well. Ow! I didn't know you could hit anything anymore. Never used to be able to. That would help out too. Give me kind of a brief idea without actually having to do a whole thing. I probably will anyway if we decide to end it or something. But it just gives me a ballpark idea of what everybody's thinking. If it's like, nah, I was kind of more interested in this, but I think my top candidates would probably be Medieval Engineers or Osiris New Dawn. Something to that effect, probably. I know I listed a bunch of stuff in the one where I was talking about what we were replacing the Witness with. Yeah, I know I mentioned like a bajillion things. Alright, so let me make sure this is within our borders this time, because I don't really want to lose another thing. Sweet. Now, one thing is, let's color this correctly. Can I color the ship? That would be kind of cool. Some of you may wonder why I went with the roamer. I actually want to experiment with it a little bit because I saw on a video or heard about it on a blog or something somewhere that you could go underwater with it. And I want to kind of test that out. I want to test the waters, as it were. Oh, I don't have a scanner anymore. Whoops. Oh, yes, I do. Do I not have an analysis? Is that what I need? Yeah, an analysis thing? Okay. We'll go ahead and put the booster on there. We'll get rid of these two. I gotta go through and actually, like, refit for everything. Oh, I can't do a +2? Oh, I don't have enough stuff. Alright, well, this is pretty cheap, so we're just gonna put this one on for now, and I might do a +2 there later. All that for a creature I'd already scanned. Unacceptable. Alright, ooh, I haven't done a rover, or a vehicle, ground vehicle in a bit. Alright, so first step. Now, wait a minute, does this keep its upgrades? No, it did not. The Nomad might. Considering that, I think that was the last one I used. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to boost and stuff, and there's nothing installed on it. There's water. Let's try this. I know there's water right next to my base. I didn't think about it. Maybe? I'm not thinking this is gonna work. Huh. That's a very different reaction than what I was expecting. It's almost like it's stuck in like ice. I wonder if this is ice and not water. I wonder if that makes a difference. It looks like water. I don't know why water makes you do a wheelie. Actually, you know what? Oh, there it goes. Why is it so... So, yeah, I guess you can drive it underwater. That's actually pretty interesting. You know, now that I think about it, I wonder what happens if you, like, destroy your roamer, like, underwater kind of thing, or if it just blows up. If you just go back and replace, like, delete the, this is actually kind of cool. This is pretty sweet. Even though there's seemingly nothing to find down here on our cool planet. I was really hoping for some Rygogen. But alas, it does not seem to be. Ooh, this is kind of cool, though. Actually, you know what this right here, plus being underwater, reminds me of? Zelda. Ocarina of Time, or whatever, however you pronounce it. Where you get the lead water boots, and then you come down to the water temple, and it's like this. There's like a door. Anyways, all the cool people know what I'm talking about. Alright, so I want to try this as well. That's awesome. That is really cool. Alright, hide menu. No, hide menu. And that's pretty awesome, though. That might actually be the thumbnail. I might call it underwater wheelies or something. I don't know. I just couldn't resist. Okay, so yeah, I'm not really sure. Unfortunately, it seems like this is a cool idea for, like, looking for Rygogen or some other kind of underwater resource. Unfortunately, it seems like my planet is devoid of underwater resources entirely. There's, like, not even any plants down here. It's just a bunch of cool-looking rocks with water over top of it. I really don't know what's making it do a wheelie, though. Like, I don't seem to recall water putting up that much, that kind of resistance to it. I don't know. Maybe it would. Maybe it would if you drove a car underwater. I have no idea. Never tried it before. I know as soon as I drop the throttle back, then it's fine. But once it starts wheeling, it'll just keep going until you let off the gas. So that's kind of interesting. That feels more like a game bug than a physics thing. Can I make it up the hill? Can we? Can we? Maybe? Oh, this is a cool car. Oh, there's like a cave thing over there. wonder if there's actually anything in there. I doubt it. So yeah, I apologize if everybody was expecting like an actual in-depth, lot of progress episode, and I'm just over here like screwing around with underwater driving. But well, that's interesting. I have no idea where this goes. Huh. What do you know? You find something new every day. Alright, so I think that's actually going to do it for us for this episode. Let me know what you guys think and leave your feedback in the comments and all that good stuff. Or message me. It doesn't really matter. I will probably see comments before anything else. But on that note, I think we're going to wrap things up here. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.